Hello and welcome. I'm Saffron and this is Healing Womanhood. And in today's video, we are looking at EFT for pain relief for headaches. So it sort of diverges from our Healing Womanhood topic, but it can be adapted to any kind of pain. We all suffer from headaches. I think that kind of fits in for everybody. Maybe we don't all, but I think most people have had a headache from time to time. So we're going to use a technique called chase the pain in this video, and it can be used for any type of pain. We'll focus on headaches today, but you can use this for any kind of pain that you experience. So the first thing to do is to bring your focus to the pain that you're experiencing. So I'm going to imagine that we're thinking about a headache, sort of behind the eye headache. And think about what sort of pain it is. How would you describe that if someone was asking you? Is it a burning pain, a throbbing pain, a sharp pain? Does it feel like a nerve pain? And also, so you can write all of these things down, write down all of these qualities of the pain, and that can be really useful because you can look back and see how it's changed. But you can also just do it in your head if you prefer to do that. And so you also want to think about how intense the pain is. So from 0 to 10, 10 being the worst pain ever, 0 being there is no pain, where on that scale does the pain lie at the moment? And then we're going to look at, so we're also going to kind of give the pain a physical form. So imagine it in physical form. What colour is it? What shape is it? What is it made out of? How heavy is it, or how light is it? So I'm going to say that I've got a blue metal ball of pain behind my eye. So you just use your own words, and we'll do some tapping and see where we get to with that. So beginning on the side of the hand, all you need to do is tap where I'm tapping and repeat what I'm saying. So even though I have this blue metal ball of pain behind my eye, I love and accept myself exactly as I am. Even though I'm feeling this intense blue metal ball of pain behind my right eye, I'm okay. And I choose to feel safe anyway. Even though I'm feeling this pain and I have this headache behind my right eye, it feels really sharp and intense. This throbbing pain. I choose to love and accept myself exactly as I am. And then we're going to move on to the rest of the points. So starting at the eyebrow. This blue metal ball of pain. It's behind my right eye. I can feel this pain throbbing. And it feels really intense. This ball of pain. I wonder if it's starting to fade slightly. This metal ball of pain. There behind my right eye. And then take a deep breath. And then check back in with the pain. So what often happens here is that the pain will move locations, and that's why the technique that we're using is called chase the pain. So your pain may have moved to a different part of your head, it may have moved into your neck, it may even have moved somewhere else entirely in your body. So then we go back through the whole process again. So imagine what kind of pain that is. Is it throbbing? Is it sharp, stabbing? Any of the words that you might use to describe pain. Is it a hot pain? What does it feel like if you were to describe it to somebody? And then looking at imagining the pain as a physical object. So what color is it? What shape is it? How heavy is it? How dense is it? If it were making a sound, what would that sound be? And you might not have answers to some of these questions, but to get as many answers as you can and build those into the tapping. And then you just go back to tapping again. So we'll go back into that. And also look at the intensity. So the 0 to 10 scale, has that come down at all? Has the pain reduced? Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't, maybe it's gone up. If it's gone up, that's a good sign that you're connecting with it. So definitely keep tapping if it's gone up. If it hasn't changed at all, then there's going to be something deeper going on there. So you're going to need to tap on the emotions underneath the physical sensation. And we'll save that for another video. So returning to tapping on the karate chop point. Even though I still have some of this pain, and now it's moved into the back of my head. And it feels a little bit lighter. And it's shaped more like a grey arrow. I accept that that's still there. And I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I still have some of this pain. And it might be less intense now. But I can still feel it there in the back of my head. That's okay. And I'm okay. And I love and accept myself anyway. Even though this pain has moved, it's now in the back of my head. And it feels like a grey arrow. That's okay. And I'm okay. And I choose to love and accept myself exactly as I am. This pain has moved, but it's still there. I can see that I've been able to shift it, but I haven't got rid of it completely. This pain is now in the back of my head. And I'd like it to be gone completely. But I can accept that it's still there. I'm ready to see it change again. And you might notice that as you're tapping around, it changes, so you can change it. You can say, now it's moved. You don't have to start again every time it moves. Now it's in the top of my head. And I can see it shrinking and becoming smaller. And I can see the colour changing. The colour of this throbbing pain. I can see that pain changing and shifting. This pain in my head. And then take a deep breath. So if it is changing and shifting, you can describe that as you're tapping around the points. If it's not changing and shifting, you can try on those ideas. You can say, I can see it getting smaller, and see what happens. So often your subconscious will respond. So as we're tapping and saying things, we've always got an inner monologue going on that's saying, well, that's not true. Oh yeah, I agree with that. Well, actually, that's what's going on. And that's really important to learn to listen to. And the more you tap, the more you'll be able to listen to that voice. And it will give you the information for where you need to go next. More so with emotional tapping than physical tapping. But hopefully you get the idea of how that works. So stick to the points as I've done them. But that's not the only way to tap. People sometimes do the points in a different order. Sometimes they add different points in. So there's no right or wrong. But just for ease, stick to the points as I've done them. And use whatever words feel right to you. Use intuitive words. So your pain, the chances of me guessing the exact nature of your pain in this video is very remote. So your pain will have its own sort of descriptive words that go with it. And you can start communicating with your pain, and that takes us more into sort of parts work, which we've looked at before. Um, and it may be that if the pain is associated with some kind of illness, that it has things to communicate with you. And it might be that all it is trying to communicate is that today is a rest day. Let's have a lie down. And that's really valid too. It might be trying to tell you to drink more water, especially if it's a headache. Um, so we're not saying ignore the practical things. We're not saying um, you can't take paracetamol or ibuprofen or whatever it is that you would use for a headache. But yeah, give the tapping a go and see, because often you'll be surprised at how much the pain will shift with just a couple of rounds of tapping. And I really want to encourage you to just get creative with it and do it on your own. You can't, unless you're really, really trying to, you can't do any harm with this. So just accidentally saying a different word is not going to make your head explode. Um, so yeah, let me know what you thought about that. Let me know if it works for you, what kind of pain you've tried it on, what kind of videos you would like to see in the future. If you suffer from any sort of chronic illness that causes you pain, and would like to have some sessions about that, that is something that I can support you with. So the link is in the description for booking a consultation about that. Um, and if not, I will see you in the next video. Lots of love. Take care. Bye bye.